Hi everybody, welcome back to Feed the Beast. So, again, doing more research. I think we're making progress. I've been gathering materials, or at least some materials, and some off-camera play. Now, not a whole lot though, because again, I don't want you guys to miss a whole lot. It's been an interesting experiment. I've been finding out as I go along. I've been watching a couple of tutorial videos, and the interesting thing about those is those guys really prepare. They make sure that they have everything they need in the chest beforehand, and they pull it out and they demonstrate it to you. I am anything but prepared, as you could probably tell by now. But I did do a few things I want to show you real quick before we get started on the next things that I've learned. So let's go ahead and switch back to first person. Turn on the UI. So I went back to my garden, or my farm, and I dug up some more potatoes, and I planted the rest of the potatoes in that line. I haven't got any more flaxseed, but I did build a garden shed. Hooray! And I figure in here I can have my chest filled with seeds and bone meal, so that I don't have to, if I get extra seeds, it won't wind up messing up my inventory too much. I guess I can put my string in there too, since I'm actually using flaxseed. And the nice thing about this this little shack here that I built is I actually used covers. I used my saw, and I used the covers to build most of the walls. So pick up that cover. Yeah, you can tell it's not a full block, and that gives me more room inside. If I had done it the vanilla Minecraft way, I wouldn't have room for that big chest nor that picture. But I did have to make a little bit of a compromise. Put the cover back. I can't have like a glass pane. It has to be a full glass block for it to join up correctly to my construction. But I went ahead and put spruce wood logs on it for the roof to set it off, and of course I planted 2 little flowers. And Bruno loves the shed, I'm sure. And what was the other thing I was going to show you? Oh yeah, I did a little bit more work on the workshop, but nothing major. I'm thinking what I'm probably going to do is I might finish up the rest of it during this playthrough, but do it in a couple of different edits. So you get to see maybe not the whole thing of me chopping down every single piece of wood, but yeah, you'll get to see it as it develops. What did I do the last time? I'm kind of having a hard time remembering. Okay, so coming back down here. Oh yeah, I put on a signpost, as you can tell. So here we go. I put in a wood floor. Yay! A wood floor, and I still got to put the roof on, and it's probably going to look a lot like the garden shed. I put down a couple more chests because, like I said, I've been gathering materials, and I've been moving them in here. So in this chest, I found diamond, which was awesome. 2 sapphire. This is my valuable ores, I think, and I still have my first machine element and the rubber. Oh, I better put this rubber up there with it. Then in here, I have tools and miscellaneous. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with this chest just yet. Here I have all the woods, my saplings, and my iron handsaw, which definitely has been coming in handy. And then here is just cobblestone, gravel, and flint. Flint will be useful for a couple of recipes, especially when I need to make, I think it's the pulverizer. And I have some cooked stone that I cooked up. One of the things I learned is they recommend you not, or at least the tutorials I was reading, was recommending that you don't use coal to cook up your supplies. You use charcoal instead. Coal is useful in certain ingredients, and charcoal is somewhat easier to come by. So let's put a furnace down, just a basic furnace next to our crafting bench. I'm going to put in just 1 piece of coal. I'm going to get some oak wood started burning. when you burn oak wood or any kind of log, it'll turn into charcoal. And then the charcoal can be used to burn things. And I'm going to try to turn most of this wood, I think, into charcoal. And I'll use the charcoal to like fuel maybe my engines and my various machines at first until I get a better power source, rather than use up all my coal, which apparently is valuable. One more thing I want to show you. I learned how to make a gear. So here we go. Let's do some more sticks. We'll do about 18 of them. I already had one. So a stick, oops, that's not how a stick. A gear. A gear is just 4 sticks in a circle, and you get a wooden gear. Now to upgrade my wooden gear, what I need to do is I need to put cobblestone around it, and then it becomes a stone gear. I'm going to need 2 stone gears for my next machine. No, you want the gear first, then the cobblestone, like so. And I think that next machine is going to be a pulverizer. So this is a pulverizer. No, it is not. So a pulverizer needs a piston, 2 flint, which we have in that chest, a machine frame, 2 copper, and a redstone reception coil, which requires gold. Redstone reception coil is 2 redstone with gold in the middle on the diagonal. But no, I need the stone gears for my Stirling engine. And there it is. So yeah, 2 stone gears. 2 stone gears, a piston, a glass block, and cobblestone. And that shouldn't be too hard to make. The piston, I need an iron ingot and redstone, and I might already have that. Let's take a look in this chest. Yeah, so I've got the iron ingot, and I need glass block, don't I? Put another charcoal in there. Do I have, oops, do I have any sand? That's what I need next. So sand, where did I put my sand? Do I have it? Nope. I think it might be in the big house. Alright, so I'm going to go check the big house for some sand and see if I can get a glass block going. Heading back to the big house. And still thinking about building a bridge there. Do I have a... No, I don't. I've got a mountain cow way in the distance. I gotta figure out what that mod is to do the first person zoom. So up and in the door. Oh, I put on also, I used my handsaw and I built something called, what is that called? Let me take it down real quick. Okay, it is a wooden plank cover strip. And that I'm just using that to offset the door just a little bit more. Okay, sand. Oh, here's some sand. Awesome. So I do have sand in my chest, and I'm going to take it back to the workshop. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my waypoint, and I'm going to click workshop, and I'm going to teleport to it. And here I am. I'm already back. That's the benefit of doing that, I guess. And just in time, too, because furnace ran out of fuel. So put another one in there. Take down more of my charcoal. Up to 21 pieces. 20 pieces. Oh, but let's put that there and take that out. And let's get some sand going. Alright, so let me look that machine up again. Was it a Stirling engine? Stirling engine. Yes, glass, 2 stone gears, and a piston. So I need to make a piston now. Do I have the redstone. So redstone comes over here. And for a piston, I need redstone on the bottom, I think. An iron ingot. Oh, I need more cobblestone. But fortunately, I have a ton. Okay. So try this again. I need a redstone, iron ingot, cobblestone on the side, and wooden blocks up top. Hooray! I got a piston. Okay. It's gonna get dark, so let's take a chance. Alright. I'm closing the gate, hoping no monsters come in and that Bruno protects me. So, a pulverizer, if I recall, had 3 cobblestone on top, a piston on the bottom, 2 stone gears, and a glass block, which I forgot to get. There it is. Okay. 2 stone gears, glass block, piston. Dun 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 dun. Stirling engine! Hooray! So I don't know what to do with it now. So for now I'm just going to put it back in with my other machine parts. One thing I do know that I'm going to need a lever to turn the engine on. Okay. And then one thing I'm pretty sure I'm going to need, if my research is correct, is a wooden transport pipe. Oh, and there it is. And that is made with glass and just wood blocks on both sides. So, do we have any more glass? I didn't forget. I just only made one. Well, let's put the rest of our sand in there and melt it up. A couple more pieces of charcoal. How are we doing for monsters? We're doing okay. I think, yep, that's a skeleton up there, looking around for me. Well, I'm not gonna go out and play. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, we've got our glass blocks, and so let's go ahead and make those pipes. I'm gonna put 3, and that'll give me 24 wooden transport pipes. So now I can show you, basically that gets the engine going. So if I have, I made a lever, I have Stirling engine, I've made the pipes, and I have something to run it with. So let's just put it down for a demonstration. Okay, put my Stirling engine down there. Put a wooden transport pipe on top of it. Put a lever next to it. Right click on the Stirling engine. Put my fuel inside. And then if I click the lever, it turns on! But I still don't know how to connect the next machine, a pulverizer, to it. So that'll be a next challenge. I'm going to turn that off for right now. And I'm going to... Do I have any silver? I do! I have silver. Awesome. So I'm going to make the next thing that I'm going to need and probably use a lot of. So I'm going to smelt up some silver ore. Whew. What do you think, Bruno? A lot of work this episode. Burning the midnight oil, working through the night. And that skeleton moved, so hopefully he's staying far away from us. Okay, did that? Yes, it smelted. And I've got my iron ingot. So this is the next major thing that I will need. Put 2 iron ingots there, 1 in the bottom, and the silver ingot in the middle for a crescent hammer. And a crescent hammer is kind of fun because it moves things. So if I use it on this chest, it'll turn my chest around. So I'm spinning it in a circle. I can't do it on the crafting bench, but I can actually do it on the furnace, which is interesting. This can spin in 4 directions because it's just 1 block big. The chest just goes back and forth. The lever can turn sideways. and it doesn't really do anything on my engine. So, but you know, it's a handy tool to have, and yeah. So, actually, I'm actually doing feed the beast stuff with this episode. Hard to believe, huh? Didn't think I'd get there, but I did, which is awesome. Let's go upstairs since I'm pretty much stuck until morning. Do I have any more? I do. I have plenty of oak wood blocks. So let's finish building some of this roof. Oh, seems like it's been a long way to go to get to this point, but I think I'm doing okay. It's been really interesting producing these videos and coming up with the trying to find the music, trying to figure out what the right settings are for uploads. I've done already a couple of Let's Plays of some indie games. I think indie games are pretty much where it's at these days because there's a lot of creativity that's going into those things that you really, reminds me of some of the earlier days of gaming that focus more on gameplay than on graphics. Graphics are great and all. I mean, I really love a great-looking game. But for me, the best games are the ones that are the most fun to play. And, like Tetris, right? People still love and playing that game, and that's about as basic as you can get. Do I have an axe? No, I do not. So let me go make myself an axe. Or do I have an axe? No, I have a shovel. And, of course, a crescent hammer. Hooray! Okay, so let's make an iron axe, because I'm definitely going to be chopping a lot of wood. Uh-oh. 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 I knew that would happen. Get him, Bruno! Come on, Bruno. Ah, you got him. That's awesome. Are you okay, Bruno? Yeah, you're okay. Make a pretty good team. Okay. So that's not too bad. I've survived my first monster attack in the workshop. So, thankfully it wasn't a creeper. Creepers are the ones I'm worried most about jumping in here, but I don't think that they can. They're 2 blocks high. I just have to watch out for, getting them to explode on the other side of the wall here, but I don't think they're gonna. We've got it lit up pretty good. So did I pick up my... Oh, did I make the axe, or did I just get attacked? I think I just got attacked. So let's try again. Stick and a stick, and 3 iron ingots. Perfect. Let's put our wooden transport pipe with our other materials so far. I'm gonna need to learn how to make waterproof wooden transport pipes, I think, at some point. And that's going to require the use of bees, if I've understood everything I've read correctly. It used to be that you get pipe waterproof from cactus, but now I think you get it from beeswax. At least with the mod version I'm using. But let's get back to the roof. Oh, and it looks like it's daybreak. Awesome, we made it. I'm going to cut down this errant block here. And I'm going to leave that one there because that's how I'm going to use to get up onto the roof. But this block definitely needs to go. And let's get to there. Almost got the whole roof done. I'm going to go back at some point and either replace or add on top of the blocks that I have here. I'm going to replace them with stone steps because those have a much more subtle, what do you call that? Subtle appearance. That it doesn't look quite as blocky as just these big wooden blocks do. And auto equip more of my wooden planks, oak wood planks. Come on, there we go. And it looks like this is going to be the last episode in which we're fiddling with the design of the workshop. I realize it's probably been 2 long episodes in a row where I've been building the darn thing. But, you know, I think it's looking pretty good. Let's go over to the... Whoops. Fall off the roof. Let's go over and take a look at it from over on the hill. It's going to look... The roof is going to look more like the roof of my house, except in this oak wood color. But let's take a look at how the rough build is done. I think it's doing pretty good. I've got to fill in the front walls of the roof, and I think probably I will use glass for that. I might have to dig up some more sand and smelt it into glass pane. But I think overall it looks pretty good. So, through the gate, up here. Let's straighten this out just a little. Yep, I'm going to put in glass blocks or panes here. Still going to leave these open because if I need to thread maybe pipe through, you know, it just always seems like when you go into like maybe a barn, like an old style barn, you know, when they have a loft, you know, they have a lot of open areas that you can look down to the bottom. You know, you got to pass up like hay bales or toss down stuff. But not too shabby. Oh, this is an extra block we don't need. And it fell downstairs. Oh, excuse me, Bruno. Coming down. Okay, let's see. We finished the workshop. Well, maybe we did. Let's just go ahead and build ourselves the stairs. And put the stairs on the roof. That ought to be plenty for now. Oops. And do I have... Well, no, that ain't going to work, is it? I'm going to need a lot more than 32. I'll use those. Do I have any more? I can use the birch for stairs, for sure. I could use the planks. Probably more than the logs. Let's take half the logs. Okay. So there and there. Oops. You probably already know, but to split a block, you just right-click on it, and nope, you can't mix and match like that. Well, gosh darn it. Live and learn. I guess that's... In the old Minecraft, you used to be able to do that, but I guess that was before they made it to where you could have birchwood stairs and sprucewood stairs. I knew that. I just forgot. 56 will be a good number to start with. And let's start with putting the underside in on the front. And I'm going to need to build up to the higher levels. So I'll get out my dirt. Oh, here. Always checking out for Bruno, seeing where he's at. You know, it's kind of funny. I know he's just a pixel wolf dog, but even for a pixel wolf dog, you can get kind of attached to him. I kind of felt bad when he fell off that tree, but will that work? Yeah, that'll. Oops. That should work, right? Get a little outcropping, as in the style of an old barn. And pull out my shovel. And then I gotta get on top of the roof. Or maybe... Well, maybe not yet. What if I... Yeah, what if I put... There. Start like this. You gotta be a little careful about building a bunch of shade area too far off of your building. Because monsters sure do love to hide underneath here and prevent the sun from basically killing them. So that might be something I'll have to come back to later, but for now I think it'll be alright. Not sure why I made this so long. Just evening out the old roof here. Okay. Oops, fell off again. Oh, and I gotta eat food. Gonna have to basically use some bone meal on my farm, or make my farm bigger so that I can get more bread going. Here we go. Back up, over and over. There we go. Okay, now yeah, I'm definitely gonna need more stairs. Okay, so let's do this real quick. Oops. The trick to placing stairs is where you place them. So if I aim my cursor, if I'm going to put it, when I click here on the stairs and I'm clicking my cursor on the top of the block, then they'll sit like that. But if I come over here and I put my cursor to the very top, they'll kind of sit upside down. After you place a few of these blocks the wrong way, you kind of get a hang of it about where you need to place them to get the effect you want. Oops. Fell off the dang roof again. Okay, here we go. Okay, and this, and these two. Okay. And I just have 16 left. That little bit used up all those things. But I think that looks pretty good. Maybe a little thick, but that's okay for a workshop. There's a giant sawmill in town, an old sawmill that had been in operation for decades. That doesn't look too bad. Let me turn off the waypoint by clicking the eyeball. Back to game. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, there's an old sawmill in town, and it has a lot of history, but it's built. And they've got some really big beams inside there. I don't know. I think we can call it right about there. When we come back for the next episode, it should be all completed. And the only thing we'll have left to do is to get our machines going again. I am probably going to spend a little bit more time underground digging for materials. I did find 4 diamond last time, which was awesome. I understand there's a way to actually make your own diamond. I'm going to have to do some more research for that. And as Bruno looks majestically off of the edge of the cliff here, we will say goodbye. Remember, like and favorite and subscribe and all that jazz. And, you know, if you feel inspired, leave a comment and let me know what you would like to see. I'm exploring my way through this. I know I probably need to get some bees and do all that other fancy jazz. But anyway, thanks again. Appreciate watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.